Colorado is known for pioneering the legal pot industry, but now one researcher is raising concerns about the safety of weed in our state. She says certain toxins that we test for in our food are not being screened for in marijuana, and she worries about the health implications that could cause on consumers and also workers. Dr. Tess Eidem says gaps in testing could leave a potentially dangerous blind spot for consumers. Now, state regulators tell me that they already test for certain mycotoxins and continue to review potential changes as research emerges. Eidem is a research associate and microbiologist at CU Boulder. She's also a former cannabis industry quality control specialist. Eidem says that cannabis is already tested here in the state of Colorado. It has to be tested for heavy metals, pesticides, microbes, and some mycotoxins, but certain fusarium mycotoxins regulated in food aren't included in this. She points to research including a University of Arizona study that found fusarium mycotoxins in about 14% of cannabis samples tested, compared to less than 1% for the 5 mycotoxins currently required on testing panels in the state. Eidem says in Colorado, contaminated cannabis that fails microbial testing can be remediated or treated, retested, and sold, but products don't have to be labeled as previously failed product or remediated. She says that approach focuses on passing a final test instead of preventing contamination in the first place.
Some of these microorganisms do survive irradiation and ozonation and other radio frequency, these remediation technologies. And we know that their mycotoxins can survive as well. So they are not erased away or eliminated off these cannabis products.
Eidem has presented scientific findings to regulators and advocated for expanding testing requirements, but she says she faces pushback, including arguments that no established cannabis-specific testing methods exist. She says because of the lack of research in the cannabis space, the industry has been slow to adopt preventive safety measures used in food production.
Understanding the risk to consumers is really important, and part of these regulations is to protect consumers and patients. But if we aren't looking at specific mycotoxins, which we know can now be present on cannabis flower, then we're really not protecting anybody.
I also spoke with the Colorado Marijuana Enforcement Division. They said while the literature available does not seem to point to a widespread issue of fusarium mycotoxins in regulated marijuana, that doesn't mean that they aren't worried about it. MED went on to say they continue to explore the evolution and potential expansion of testing requirements. They also have a team of people that routinely inspect licensed businesses.